And then they all died. The end. They died happily ever after.
They think us easy prey.
Dude, those babaus. They're a bit scary. Long spear. This guard died. We weren't able to keep him alive. Knock?
Let me handle that.
Oh god! Just say you don't want to buy anything. God dang.
You like that? What? You didn't.
I still have to finish Divinity. I never got past the first island. Oh, Divinity Original Sin 2? Oh my gosh. I love that game so much. That was such a great game. Cast a rope at the wall. Maybe later. Oh, this guy's got a nice barricade thing going on here. You're alive? Praise the goddess. You cultists? No, we're militia. Allow me to join your party. Okay, so there's a militia guy with us now, I guess. This is not great. That was rough. They had like a wall of bodies there, and I couldn't get to their back line.
Shall we move? We shall move.
Let's do that for now. Play avoided Baldur's Gate 3 so far. I don't want to spoil myself. Same. I haven't seen anything about any details about BG3 in-game stuff yet. That was the same reason I only played one night of the Rogue Trader Alpha, as I wanted to save the rest for when it was complete. Oh, I think Shrieksy is blind now too. Rope.
I managed.
It seems the cultists made a beeline for this place. They could stock up on equipment. Anything they didn't take was stolen by gangs. The forge is empty. Alchemist shop.
I'm not touching that.
I managed.
Okay, disarmed a trap. Potion. Oh wow, lots of weird stuff. Quick save in case there's another trap and I'm gonna explode in the basement.
I've survived worse.
That's not blind, that's Death's Door. No, he's blind. No, Basilo, that is a blind raptor. On Noxie. Oh, I'm not talking about Noxie. Oh, someone else was talking about Noxie, got it. You rage. Oh my god, 3 gelatinous cubes. Let's throw a bunch of blind animals at him and see how it goes. Not bad. A bunch of rusty weapons. It makes sense. Loot. Scroll of remove disease. Okay, that should help one of the people, right? Knowledge world.
It's done.
Wait, what is this? Oh, we're encumbered. Secret alchemy lab, but an illegal one. It looks like a living ooze was artificially grown here. Let's tap that quick save button. Empty the barrels down the drain. Did we just spawn slimes somewhere else? Knowledge world. The drain runs right into the city's sewers. It seems it was built without the city's permission, and using it is not entirely safe. Oh. What a horrible thing did I just do? Dude, someone's gonna be sitting on the toilet trying to poop, and then a gelatinous slime is just gonna slap them on the cheeks. They're gonna have a bad time. Drink it all? Drink gelatinous slimes? Pass. Joke's on you, I'm into that. I think it was the end of one of the old Gremlin movies. There was a scene where one of the Gremlins was in, like, monster... Because if they were... What was it? Like, if they got water on them after midnight or something weird, there was this weird rule you had to follow. And they went from cute to, like, monster goblins. And there was one at the end that was, like, in a toilet. And some guy went running in because he had to use the bathroom. And he sat down without looking. And then the camera switched to outside. And then you just hear him scream. Like... I guess they bit his cheeks or something. I don't know. That was how the movie ended. Gremlins, yeah. Alright, so... Bamir and Frauda. Haven't I healed Frauda twice? How are you feeling? I'm fine. She won't last long without medicine. Bamir. How are you feeling? It's bad. This will cure you. I'll be, you weren't kidding. It's like I never was sick. Thanks. Alright, we need something for her to survive before we rest again, or she dies. Now, I could spend a bunch of money buying a Scroll of Lesser Restoration from the Town Hall guy, but I think I can push a bit further with the resources I've still got before I resort to spending that much money on that, because I don't have a lot. Wait, what just happened? I thought I was running through cleared areas. I can't see. I feel like I was supposed to see something important, and I just totally didn't. Is this the thing that I poured down the sewers?
I don't like you!
What can I say except sorry? I think it came out of the fountain. I mean, so if there were enemies out here, this would have fought them. Main hand disarmed. Blue, punch it. Oh, the two guards, we saved them. Cool. We killed it fast enough they didn't get digested. Well, we get some loot from it. Amulet of Natural Armor. Oh, you know where that's going, chat? Animals can wear amulets. 28 armor class on this low-level boar. That's pretty good for a low-level boar. Alright, we are over... Well, we're only a little encumbered. That's fine. We can still carry the stuff and sell it. Oh, there's the stairs. My camera was going the wrong way. Oh god, there's more. So everywhere there was a fountain, I spawned jello cubes. Right. Push the cart. How does that help? Let's rush in before they finish killing the NPCs.
Are you dead yet?
See, he's dying. Oh no, anyways, this should speed it up, Mukluk, properly. I mean, we got an amulet. Friends, we're going to the Defender's Heart to assist Commander Tirabade. I can't see what he's saying. The speech bubbles off the screen. Let's look at the log. You don't look like knights. I should check that you are who you say. It's not up to us. They can go to Sister Albry. She decides what to do with them. Alright, well before that...
Ooh, what's that there?
What? What did you see? Oh, there's a trap. Where does this go? Oh, wait, wow, way over there. Okay.
I managed.
And another one. This one's over here somewhere.
Let's shred them.
I don't know how well blind Shriexy will be at interrupting this guy. Not great. Hey, there he goes.
Who's a good Shriexy?
I like doing that in combat because the Raptor has really high run speed. And, you know, if you get in melee range of an enemy archer or caster, they take extra hits because they provoke attacks of opportunity. I like having him just zip over to an archer or caster and just run interference. Just difficult now because he's currently blinded. Okay, we have almost cleaned out this area. Was there more stuff down here? I think this was a wall at the edge of the level. Alright, so we're going to come back here. We're going to tell the lady that everyone at the hospital died happily ever after. And then we're going to see if we can buy maybe a potion. Unless we have some. And then if we rest, it might let me use the Lesser Restoration spell to help people. Which would make it a lot easier to keep everybody up. I hope that prompt is in the dialogue options. I really do. And we need to sell a bunch of stuff so we're not encumbered. Oh wait, did I miss this one? Wait, not Noxie in front, good god. Who's there? Get away, there's nobody home. We're on your side, we're on our way to aid the paladins under Commander Tirabade. I don't know anything. I told you already. There's nobody here. Get lost. Okay. I should really finish Pathfinder. Keep making the game so long. It is quite long. I played it right after launch, and it was the buggiest mess. It was so buggy. I had to restart more than once. Your hospital burned down. There were no survivors. How? Inai's voice breaks, her face shifting through one expression after another. The peevish healer is gone. You are now looking at a shriveled, pale, shaking old woman. Well, the gods have a peculiar sense of humor. So if I hadn't gone to the graveyard, I would have died along with everyone else. She stares at you with glassy eyes. Thank you for keeping your promise. Must have been hard to stop yourself from strangling me along the way. Her elderly laughter sounds more like cawing. I would like to be alone now. 800 experience for her side quest. Let's trade. Okay. Weight. 24 hide armor, 18 battle axes, 5 studded leather, 15, like, shit. I hate how I watch this. I have to like move the mouse away, move it back. Padded armor. Move the mouse away, move it back. Bard each. Move the mouse. Are you throwing stuff at the guy on the balcony? He's lowering a basket on a rope. Cold iron, masterwork, bard each. That might be an upgrade for masterwork glaive. Just because cold iron. They're both masterwork. They're both different critical hit ranges, but cold iron opens up some options. We'll just swap like that. She'll be like Casey Jones. We'll get her a whole bunch of weapons on her back. Okay. Potion. Potion of Remove Disease, 750. Scroll of Remove Disease is 375. Ugh. It was Scroll of Restoration you used, not Remove Disease. Use Scroll of Remove Disease. This will cure you. You shouldn't have spent something like this on me. Her voice sounds a lot more energetic. Her sickness is gone. When you return, be sure to report your progress to me. Alright, now it is safe to rest. Let's double check like prepping spells. Let's get him... Wait, she's got lesser rest. She's gonna have lesser resto, right? She will. Let's get him a second bark skin. Alright. Let's do an actual save file. I've only done quick saves for a while now. Let's rest and see what happens. Used to be an ordinary street, but now it's a battlefield full of rubble, smoke, screams. Funny, I always felt out of place here before, but now it suits me right down to the ground. As he's lounging on the ground. You'd think we'd get like up against the wall or something with like the cart out in front of us. After 0 hours of rest, you were attacked. God dang it. Okay. 2 masterwork weapons, cool. Time passed 1 day. Why does it fade to black 3 times during a rest? Alright, is any of our NPCs down on the ground? No. So quick save. Bemir. No option to do anything. Langrat. There's no option to cast restoration on him. What if I have Noxie talk?
So little time.
Okay, what if I cast restoration on him? Some of the options went away. I think that did work. So I think we can use that to help keep them in check. And they're none of them. Okay, so I'm guessing what it is it's like what, 0 to 4, right? I'm guessing if it's like, you know, the scroll completely solves it. They're back to 0. If they're at like maybe 1 or 2 or 3, or sorry, if they're at 1, I think only the scroll will work. If they're at 2 or 3, I think you can use lesser restoration or restoration. But if they're at 4, they die. I'm thinking it's something like that.
battles await.
Oh, cool, that's 1 point of stress that's gone. That should allow me to rest more often. Okay. Oh, we should have him do protection from arrows on the board. Wait, can he mage armor the board? 29 AC.
I'll protect you from all harm.
33 AC. Oh my god. And we're like,
We can't
what
just
level
sit
are
here
we?
doing nothing.
4. Level 4 boar with 33 armor class. Okay, if that works, cast it on the both the animals. Okay, so Shrieksy is DPS, and Shrieksy has got 31 armor. That's pretty crazy. Alright. Quick save. We're buffed. And let's head up here. That's pretty good. That's just, what, Bulwark, the necklace of natural armor, mage armor, and bark skin on a stout animal. Poggers. Piggers. I think the hardest part is that when the pig takes fire damage, everyone else has to resist the smell of bacon. And act like it's not what it is. Just Sister Albury. Halt! The middle-aged half-elf in plate armor, adorned with Iomede's golden swords, points her weapon at you. The stern look in her gray eyes leaves no doubt she's ready to use it. Who are you? Where are you going? We're friends, Sister Albury. We're on our way to the Defender's Heart. I serve the Eagle Watch. He glances around, then looks her in the eye and drops his voice almost to a whisper, for there is no fire on a freezing night. The grim lines on her forehead soften slightly. She half whispers the countersign, and the moon is clouded. And then continues in a normal voice. Fine, you're in the clear. As for your companions... Alright, people, show me your hands. Gloves off. I need to see you've got all your fingers. I swear on all the gloves I've had the pleasure of wearing and all those I've yet to try on that this is the strangest thing I've heard over the madness of the last few days. Sindri raises his hands and wiggles his fingers. Look, all present and accounted for. Gained 1,000 experience. This was a checkpoint of some kind. Show your fingers. See for yourself, Inquisitor. I've got all of mine. Sister Albury inspects her hands meticulously and then nods satisfied. Good. Okay, I'm immediately reminded of the Assassin's Creed Assassins, how they cut off, for a while, they would cut off their left ring finger. Is there a problem? What do you want our fingers for? Now I'm explaining myself to... Ahem. Fine. Have you heard of Bamir the Squeezer? For 4 years, that brute has been strangling innocent townsfolk in the back alleys for whatever was in their pockets. He was finally caught and was due to be hanged, but then Descari showed up, and now that murderer is at large again. Fortunately, during the arrest, they chopped off a few of his fingers, so it's going to be tricky for him to return to his old ways. But gangsters are imaginative, he'll think of something, and here we are trying to bag him again. The guy in our party that's missing a chunk of his hand, and he said, I don't want to meet the Inquisitors. Oh my god, he's a serial killer? Oh, wow, that was a curveball. I did not see that coming. He said that the demon, the cultist, like, took a chunk out of his hand. No wonder he was able to do all that heavy lifting. I was just like, oh man, this guy just lost a chunk of his hand and he's moving all these, like, rocks and boards and stuff. No, it's he got fingers lopped off days ago. He's not among you. Very well. Welcome. It's a straight shot from here to the tavern, but I can see you're tired. Rest with us, you need the strength. Who are you? Inquisitors by the grace of Iomade and by the power of Queen Galfrey. Under Her Majesty's troops arrive, we hold the line here and protect civilians where possible. What's the situation in the city? Everything is under control. Her harsh tone and frown make it crystal clear she has no intention of answering to you. If we hit this button, I think she'll catch the serial killer, but I think that's good. I mean, yeah, he's helped us. That still doesn't absolve him if he was a freaking serial killer. We have a group of survivors with us. Do you mind if they rest here too? Survivors? Her eyes narrow in suspicion. Of course, bring them over. They can rest up. Naturally, as soon as I check them as well. The last thing I need is Bamir or some other scum like him slipping in your midst. Oh my gosh. So Bamir could possibly help us get to our destination. Or we sell him out now and get a serial killer off the streets. I'm gonna bank on the fact that I can get to our destination without his help, because it's like there were options in the previous times we got Bamir's help. There was other options to like use your bare hands, but you would get hurt, stuff like that. I'm gonna pull. No, this is my choice. I'm gonna give Bamir over. Bamir the Squeezer. It looks like he's wormed his way into our group. I'll bring him over. You seize him. I'm surprised he gave us his real name. Thank you for your vigilance. Bring him here. He won't get away from us. Bamir, also known as Squeezer, you are under arrest for your numerous crimes and escaping from custody. The court has already sentenced you to death, and I will carry out that sentence immediately. What? What Squeezer? It's not me. Why did you even... Oh, I see. Bamir turns to you. You ratted me out, didn't you? You know what I do to people who squeal? Man, if only I had my fingers. Man, he dropped that act fast. He gave up on that real quick. Enough. May Pharasma judge your soul fairly. Steam achievement. No escape from justice. He's the squeezer, I'm the squealer. This is no place for civilians, but we can at least offer you a chance to rest up. Sleep, we'll watch over you. Does that mean it'll get rid of the death's door? The Inquisitors cover the small party's retreat, bravely bringing the fight to... I never get to read those. It's a pity I didn't get to see Canterbury properly before the invasion. Tell me, Brody, what was it like here before? Beautiful, I'm sure. Don't touch the squeezers. Brody had nothing to say. Guys, I'm feeling less safe. Get out of here quickly, it's no longer safe. Yo, they're getting murdered. Once again, the group of escapees was forced to make its way through the dangerous streets, which had become a battlefield. They trod carefully, staying out of sight of the demons prowling around. Now and again, they would notice strange, deformed, frost-covered figures following their trail. In their rush to lose their pursuers, the escapees soon exhausted themselves, and their need for a safe shelter where they could recover their strength grew desperate. They found refuge in a church alongside other surviving townsfolk who hoped that perhaps the Omade would protect them now that the Crusaders had failed to do so. Flocks of survivors huddled together in every corner, exchanging news and rumors. A few tieflings surrounded a small knot of people, their gruff voices demanding something from the weak townsfolk. The harsh rule of war, everyone for themselves, had already taken effect. Some survivors were hoping to wait things out, while others were complaining about the place being poorly protected and were preparing to set out and search for a safer haven. Footsteps and mad muttering could be heard in the darkness near the altar, so everyone avoided that part of the temple. Mukluk, Sindri, and Rekarth immediately volunteered for lookout duty so they could warn the survivors should there be an attack. The escapees decided to... help the townsfolk fortify the church that had given them refuge. Although it wasn't the escapees' intention to stay here for long, they thought it was their duty to help those who had taken refuge in the church. The task of turning the church into a well-defended sanctuary... Wait, Langrad is severely ill? Brody, whose hands were used to simple hard labor, got to work. Building a barricade at the entrance to the church and barring the windows was no harder than putting together a decent coffin, and so it went without a hitch. Watching him work lifted the survivors' spirits, and one of them, bowing, presented Brody with a magic scroll of restoration. Oh, nice! The escapees decided to intervene in the mugging. The tieflings, whose thuggish faces promised nothing good, had surrounded the group of townsfolk and were playing with their knives menacingly. Bags of supplies belonging to their victims lay on the floor, ready to change hands at any moment. Talking to the tieflings... Why can't I do it with the members of my party that can fight? I can either send the old woman or the blind woman. Are you kidding me? Let's send the old woman. Enai. succeeded at a bluff check. Inai approached the tieflings, gave them the blackest of smiles, and said nonchalantly, "I wouldn't recommend it. Those wretches you wanted to rob, they've got typhus fever." With a gloating chuckle, she directed the robbers' attention to the bloody spots that covered their victims' hands and faces, and then took visible pleasure in regaling them with a description of the torment they would experience when the disease turned their lungs into bloody tatters. Cursing and glancing warily at the group, the robbers quickly left the diseased in peace. Fortunately, none of them knew anything about healing, so they couldn't tell the signs of typhus fever from ordinary inflamed cuts. Nice. I love it. I love winning via BS. Saved from the mugging, the people looked at the escapees with hope. Their bags of supplies lay nearby, completely defenseless. The escapees were fine on supplies. We let them be and wish them luck. Upon realizing no one was about to mug them, the survivors thanked the escapees profusely. They invited them to sit by their humble campfire and shared some of their food and warm cloaks. The minutes spent by the fire in peace and good company restored a modicum of the escapees' strength. Nice. The escapees decide to... Well, no, let's just leave the altar. Let's just go on our way. Leaving the church behind, the escapees passed on. However, tranquil the place may have been, they all realized sooner or later demon worshippers would have found it, laid siege to it. Before they could take more than a few steps away from the church, a gang of tieflings, eyes glinting menacingly, blocked the group's path. These are the same muggers who had tried to rob the church of supplies. Flashing sharp knives, the bandits reminded them about the refugees in the church, the ones they had been stopped from robbing, and demanded their share. The escapees decided to start a fight without fear. Suddenly, new figures appeared on the scene. The escapees recognized the survivors from the church. Shouting wildly, the townsfolk charged the robbers, protecting the kind souls who had helped them fortify their refuge. Faced with this onslaught, the tieflings immediately took flight in shame. After saying their goodbyes to the escapees, the townsfolk hurried back inside their church. Nice. They got some backbone. The escapees' journey was long and tough. To avoid the many dangers of the city, they were forced to take roundabout routes, hiding from cultist bands and skirting around the wide cracks in the ground. The road that led the escapees to a wide street strewn with bodies, black arrows sticking out of dead flesh. One of the bodies, however, was still moving. A Crusader Ranger, an arrow protruding from his chest, was still alive. He was calling out for help, curled up behind a wagon, but no one was eager to step out into the open. Several dozen townsfolk stood huddled next to the buildings for safety. They all wanted to cross the street, but were too scared of an archer perched atop the nearby tower, a nasty demon armed with a massive bow. Noise and the angry cries of cultists came from behind. Mukluk, Rekirth, and Sindri drew their weapons, anticipating an attack from the rear at any moment. The escapees decided to... Wait, is the ranger on our side or the other side? Help the ranger. Ina is a healer. Succeeded at athletics. Snaking her way to the wounded ranger's side, Ina quickly bandaged his wounds and poured some kind of potion down the Crusader's throat to give him strength. Together, they managed to make it to the safe side of the street unscathed. Nice, and that didn't even use up any of our actual potions. The ranger, exhausted, thanked the group for his rescue and offered them his bow. His wounds were too great for him to use it again. A composite longbow +1. Oh, that's really good. The escapees decide to distract the demon archer and make a dash for the other side of the street. The wounded ranger and escapees had saved volunteered to act as a distraction. He could no longer fight, but he was willing to protect civilians at the cost of his own life. This dangerous mission... The wounded ranger. The brave ranger stepped out into the street, looking the cunning demon in the eye without fear. The first arrow sank into his shoulder, the second his chest. Dude, I thought he would, like, run around or something. Oh my god. I thought he would, like, serpentine or something. He just stood there? The first arrow sank into his shoulder, the second into his chest, the third into his thigh, but the Crusader remained stationary, his eyes burning with hatred for his enemy. The fourth arrow finally made him drop to one knee, and the fifth pierced his heart. Oh my god. Running out into the street, the escapees bolted for the safety of the other side, expecting a deadly shot to find them at any moment. The other survivors followed suit. A crowd of terrified people, their boots banging on the pavement as the wicked demon leered, looking for a suitable target. Distracted by the escapees' maneuver, the archer tarried, and this pause gave them a good 10 steps of safety. Thanks to this, Mukluk reached cover a moment before the demon's arrow would have struck his body. Having found cover from the black arrows behind a wall, the escapees crumpled to the pavement, completely spent. After catching their breath, they continued on their way. The defender's heart was so close now. Oh my god. You know what I'm reminded of? One Punch Man. The guy with the bicycle. He's like a hero, but he's just like a dude that rides a bike. And like he's like he'll just like keep running into the demons and just getting beat down over and 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 over. Oh, we still have Death's Door. I thought that rest would count as like a good rest, a safe rest. Dang it. Bummer. Okay, I know I'll forget if I don't do this now. Mage armor on both of them.
Quick, else we miss all the fun.
Let's move already.
Bark skin. And F5. Alright, chat, we're gonna save it there, and we will pick up there next time.